Hey everybody, Spencer Sutton here with Evernest, and today I have Angie Castro with me. She's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she is working with investors in Charlotte, North Carolina, and also in surrounding areas. And Angie, listen, first of all, I appreciate you stopping by and talking to me because we get a lot of people that reach out to us asking us, should I buy now? Should I not buy? Like they're a little bit uncertain. They think, hey, the economy is a little uncertain. Is now a good time to invest? I would love to hear what you're telling your investors and what you're hearing and seeing in the market there in Charlotte and the surrounding areas.
Okay, yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me today, Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start with what am I seeing? I'm seeing a lot of my investors. I'm actually at the busiest point I've been in 2 years when it comes to investors, just because we're finally being able to enter the market and
Mhm.
buy at the prices that make actual sense. An investor with your numbers, you can't come $35,000 over asking.
Right.
$40,000 over asking, which is what we saw in the last 2 years. But at this moment, with competition slowing down a little bit more, we're able to make deals and see deals. So yeah, it's getting a lot busier.
Yeah, I think that's, and I do, I've talked to some other brokers and agents, and that is kind of the consensus around is that you have a lot of institutional buyers that are pulling back and not
Yes.
making those ridiculous offers and allowing other investors that you're working with to actually find deals.
Yeah, and then it now that it's a little bit harder to sell for your regular homeowner, they are going with those cash offers that are under because they can't really take it on the market 100%. And I know I'm gonna sell it now. You just
Yeah.
can't sell anything. You can, of course, things are still selling, but it has to be a turnkey ready property, a property that will be an attractive for an investor. It's
Hmm.
not the same property that will be attractive to first time homeowner.
Right. So what are you also seeing, like I'm imagining that um, over the past couple of years, it didn't matter if a house needed a lot of work, a little work, or no
Yeah,
work. They were getting a lot of offers. They were getting tons
exactly.
of offers. And now houses that need work on them are not getting near the attention that they used to.
No, now they're sitting on the market for, I've seen some up to 58 days that
Yeah.
we didn't see anything that long for the past 2 years,
Yeah.
regardless of what it looked like.
Yeah. So that's great. That to me, that is great news for investors. Because if you can still make the numbers work, then you absolutely can put an offer in. And again, that's what Angie does for our investors is she helps them locate those deals, helps them make offers, and works with them just kind of depending on their buy box and on their goals.
Absolutely, yeah. Even, I also work in the off-market properties sector,
Yeah.
and even in that sector, we're seeing a lot more properties show up. Where
Yeah.
it was a little harder to find any in the past 2 years, and now there's a lot.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point that I want to bring out to anybody who's listening is that you it's difficult to work with just any agent. What you need is you need someone who is absolutely a like works with investors, a broker and agent who works with investors exclusively because they do have access to off-market deals. Like Angie does have relationships with wholesalers and people who are finding these properties and they're now looking like before they weren't staying on the market longer. They were like, hey, I'll send it out to my email list and it'll be gone. But now they're sitting there and yeah, so this is good news to me for investors. And Angie, I appreciate you taking the time and just kind of explaining that so that people can then figure out, hey, now is the time to buy.
That's absolutely.
So, what's the best way to get in touch with you, Angie? If we have anybody that wants to invest in Charlotte and surrounding areas, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Yeah, you can give me a text at, should I say my phone number?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. 704-318 5494. We can schedule a quick phone call, talk about your needs, what is it that interests you in the Charlotte market, and how I can better help you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Angie, and appreciate this catch up, and maybe we'll do it again sometime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be great. Thank you.